Yeah, Steel City Sports World back in your house. I'm your host, Luther Dupree, Steel City Luke. Just came back from a nice trip in Atlanta, man. Fillmore met me there.
Yes, sir.
Celebrating my man Jamal's birthday party. Nice time. Great time out there. We got Big Rome, Ralph Williams, RW Media. Claudia Rosano is in the building. We got Smoking Jim. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, great. Everything's going good.
Happy Wednesday. Listen, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Some of us did the bracket. Some of us was cheating like Claudio and did a big bracket that we can't check up on. But we're going to get into it anyway. A lot of y'all did some brackets, so we're going to go through those. Ralph, Smoking Jim, I didn't see y'all brackets in there either. So y'all hiding out too. Well, Ralph and Jim was wrong. They predicted Miami of Ohio to win the whole thing. They were done the very first game. They were done.
Well, I didn't create a bracket, but the two teams I was looking at were Miami of Ohio and, of course, Jamie Dixon and TCU. I thought they would do better. Jamie Dixon comes up short every year, unfortunately. But
but Pitt messed up losing them though.
That's right. That's right.
That was a big loss, but hey, it is what it is. Claudio, man, what's going on in your mind? Get us started, man. What's on your huddle up?
All right. There was a young lady. I know you and Fillmore, you guys love women's basketball, and I don't know too much about it, but I saw something this week. That I was incredibly impressed with. I want to get her name right. Luchi Okinawa from Maryland, when her coach, Brenda Freeze, got in her face, not in a mean way, was trying to inspire her, motivate her, and so on and so forth. And she was telling this young lady how much she believed in her and things like that. And that young lady looked her dead in the eye and was focused and went out on the court and played a hell of a game. And I only, Kelly Russell does, what's it called, Luke?
You deserve credit. You deserve credit.
Deserve credit. Yes, sir. That young lady deserves a hell of a lot of credit because she wants to be coached. She wants to be better. As soon as I saw that highlight, I said, that young lady is going to be a success, not only on the court, but off the court. And I really commend her for being the type of person she is. It's a shame that you have to say that you have to give somebody credit for wanting to be coached, okay? But I give her credit because I see a lot of people who don't want to be coached, who aren't going to be better, who think that they know the name of the unknown soldier and they don't. A coach is only trying to make you, better. And sometimes players anymore don't want to be better. They feel that they are where they are. And I don't like to coach those kind of players, to be very blunt with you. But this young lady, I was very impressed with her, extremely impressed with her.
I like that. I like that.
Look, we lost Smoking Jim. We're going to try to get him back on the line, man. But I like that. There were some people that was upset. They thought she was doing a little too much. Jim, you back with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry about that, man.
You know what, Luke? My high school coach, Rich Woznicki, told me when I was a sophomore, if I don't holler at you, that means I don't care about you. If I don't try to coach you, that means I don't care about you. And it's that simple. And that's happened a few times in my coaching career. I'll do everything I can for you. I want to make you better as a person, as a player. If you don't want it, that's on you.
Absolutely.
And there's a quote that I heard. It says a calm sea never made a skilled sailor.
There you go.
So you need that adversity from the coach. You need that challenge sometimes in order to make you better.
That's right.
A calm what?
A calm sea never made a skilled sailor.
A calm sea never made a calm sea.
Oh, SEA?
SEA, Jim.
SEA.
The water, brother, the water.
Never made a what?
A skilled sailor.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, the audience will
Claudio used. I didn't hear what the coach or the team that Claudio was talking about.
He was talking about Maryland. Maryland's Terrapin, the women's coach, she got in her star player's face and was trying to encourage her. And
nobody cares about women's basketball.
Oh man, we love women's basketball here, Jim. Listen, the WNBA just got a new contract. The
Come
first
on, man.
millionaire basketball players will happen this year, Jim.
Well,
So you can say
I didn't
that all
know.
you want.
I didn't know till yesterday that the women was playing in the tournament because First Take and all that has only been talking about the men's bracket. So
Well, that's
evidently,
not as big, Jim.
evidently,
Jim,
nobody
big,
cares.
man. Jim, you
Yeah,
always gotta come with
nobody
something.
cares. I mean, I'm just saying, nobody cares.
Whatever, Jim. A lot of people care. I care. That's all.
I'm
care.
glad.
More cares.
I'm glad Claudio was racing through the channels and happened to catch that. I know he wasn't watching.
What you got, Jim? You always want to throw some slander around. What you got, Jim?
Well, channel surfing can be a good thing if you want to see women's basketball. Hey, listen, Luther. I've been saying this all along. I think this is a pretty good quarterback class, opposed to what all the experts are saying. And I think that every year you don't have a franchise quarterback, and I think Fulmore agreed with me here. You should draft a quarterback in some round. The Pittsburgh Steelers only had 2 franchise quarterbacks in 100 years of their, franchise. So you got to draft a quarterback at some point. And with 12 draft picks, I would draft 2 quarterbacks. But one of the quarterbacks I think you have to look at, and he's raw, but his upside is through the roof if you don't mind coaching. Claudio's a coach. If you don't mind coaching, this is the type of player you want. You want a guy like Cole Payton from North Dakota State, 6'3", 235 pounds, 4.5 40, which is one of the fastest times ever for a quarterback at the combine. Vertical jump 40 inches. He's left-handed, put you in the mind of a Mark Brunell or a Kenny Stabler. Really a Steve Young from his athleticism. This is a guy that played quarterback his whole life. He understands the game. He got probably the biggest thighs I've ever seen on the quarterback. So he's 30. He can run. He could be a running back in this league, really. And I think if the Pittsburgh Steelers is looking at upside, he completed 70% of his passes this year. You're looking at upside, somebody with potential down the road to be pretty good with some good NFL coaching. Cole Payton is your guy in North Dakota State.
Okay.
Good look. God, that's a good dig. That's a good dig. I like that.
Yeah, North Dakota, they have some players they're trying to get.
Oh, they pump athletes out.
Me and Fulmer agree a lot.
I don't know. I'm not saying too much, Fillmore.
Hey,
he'll be out there a lot of times, man.
Hey, Jim, who's their left tackle? Who's their left
Williams.
tackle, Jim?
Ralph Williams.
I'm there in my wheelchair pushing them out there, man. I do better than that.
Luth, I was just kidding.
Right. Listen, man. And I gotta follow like Ralph always does, man. We got to give a shout out to my guy James Beard. Passed away last week. Great friend of the show.
Hear, man.
He was always in the Steel City chat. That game that we did, Obama, versus school from Philly. He was one of the main ones in there commenting. So it was real sad. He did the game, the middle school game, the middle school championship game with me and Jim back at March 2nd. And, no day is promised, man. Take every day as a blessing, in his 50s and, unfortunately, passed away, but his legacy lives on. He was a coach of Obama middle school kids. So, prayers to his family and all the kids he coached. Sad news, but definitely was a legend in the city. Perry player, did a lot for the kids all the way to the very end. So much respect to James Beard. Condolences to his family and all the players he coached. JB, you got a lot of love from Steel City. Listen, man. On that end, one thing I want to talk about, man. These sports broadcasters is going at it, man. Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock, man, they going at it like it's the Tupac and Biggie Smalls out here. The way they're going at it. I'm gonna play a little bit of Stephen A. Stephen A. went in on them, and it was kind of vicious. I'm gonna play a little bit.
Tensions are out there, Luther. I mean, they might lose their job, so they got to create something. You know?
Man, listen. Well,
Jason
Whitlock don't have a job.
Right.
So he gotta get on everybody. So, but hold on, I do want to play this, man. This was pretty funny the way Stephen A. went in on him. Wow, it was bad. All right, let's play it.
But because Jason Whitlock is so addicted and fixated on me, he's gonna go after my boys. It's who he is. And then he's trying to hide behind my quote-unquote that funk my basketball career. I didn't have one. Cracked my kneecap in half. A couple of months after I got there, it was over before it began, damn it. Who cares? I'm 58 years old in the business that you're in that's at the same time that you're in, smoking your ass.
Oh.
You can't fuck with me.
Oh my!
It sounds like Ralph whenever he gets mad.
Yeah.
You know it, man. You know it, Claudio.
I mean, I just played a little bit, man, but that was funny the way they're going at it. Jason Whitlock is going to back when he was fourth grade. I mean, it's just terrible, man. It's just terrible how they're doing it. But maybe we got to start some beefs. We had a couple beefs on the show through the years. Maybe we need to do some more of that, man. Jim beefs with enough people, man. You roll with Jim, just know that through the years, people gonna come after you. Everybody who's on the panel, Jim almost got me shot a couple times and cleared me.
I believe that. No, I believe that.
I'm serious.
You're telling me I believe it.
Jim's laughing. He know it's true. So watch your back. You on this show, you might have to wear a bulletproof vest like 50 Cent sometimes.
So you saying hanging out with Jim is like that guy from the 5 Heartbeats? You'd be like, every night I gotta fight for my love.
For sure. Mark Dizzle's in the house. That's your guy, Ralph. Hey, listen.
That's right. Love Mark, man.
Hey, real quick, man. Let's let Fillmore, Ralph, and Big Rome get in here. Rome. Now you took all the number ones. How's your bracket looking? I'm about to pull that out. How's your bracket looking, Big Rome?
For some reason, I went from second place to third place. I don't know what you did to slide past me real quick. I'm not impressed by your shenanigans. But like I said, it's all about what happens in the end. You can slide and glide. I want you to take that. I want you to take that parade ride into the Sweet 16 and I just want to see you after this weekend to see where you land at. You wanted to take all the superstar sleeper teams and things of that nature. We're going to see how long they last.
Hey,
I still have faith in mine.
My bracket's looking pretty good right now.
Looks all right. You're 2 points ahead of me. So if you're looking pretty good, I'm not doing that bad.
You're not doing that bad, but after this weekend, you might be doing real bad, or I might be doing real bad.
Either or. We'll see.
Fillmore, your bracket is trash, right? I mean,
look, I was number 3 until Florida lost. I was like, you mother suckers. I started cussing like a BET movie. Start calling people mother lovers and stuff. So I was like, you mother lover, like, and not since 1984 or 85 did North Carolina lose in a round of 64. And that's why they got Hubert Davis behind out of there. They put him out of there.
You can't put no support on Hubert Davis. Come on, Fillmore.
Man, I was going with my heart on that one, man. I'm a North Carolina fan because of Michael Jordan, okay? He went to North Carolina, so I'm supporting North Carolina for life, all right? So, Hubert Davis, you got to go, man. And now they're looking for a new coach. He did such a bad job. They're like, you know what? We can't even hire anybody from North Carolina family anymore. They're looking outside the family.
Go get Donovan.
I got to think outside the box.
Hey, Claudio, you tell me you part of mob. What is it like to look outside the family? That's taboo. You don't do that.
Well, you're talking the wrong guy about my family. I thought my mom, dad, my wife, my daughter. You can throw Jim and Luther in my family. But Ralph, I get what you're saying. you really, I'll put it to you this way, Fillmore, all you guys on Shark Tank. They had this. I said this story before. They had a guy who came on who had this black rubber thing for his back of his truck, and he's talking about we have to build it in my hometown because people are losing their jobs, and he's crying, and Mark Cuban and all them are getting all emotional, and that one guy, Mr. Wonderful, said, yeah, but it'll be cheaper to make it in China. He says, no, we have to make it in my hometown. Then all of a sudden everybody quit crying. They got down to business. They said, we love you, we love your product, but we're out. In other words, business is business. Yes, he's a hometown, he's a star and so on and so forth, but you have to get the best person. I do understand, when you say he understands North Carolina basketball or Duke basketball, but none of those brands are the same as they used to be. Okay.
That's right.
So like when Bobby Knight left, you can't just keep hiring Indiana people and Duke people and North Carolina. If it works, that's great, but you have to open it up to hire. I'm always into just hire the best person, the best fit for this position. So
see, and Claudio, this is, the identity of college basketball is no longer the same. The identity of college football is no longer the same because of the NIL, right? And you used to identify each program with their coaches. Jim Calhoun, Jim Boeheim, Coach K, Rick Pitino, Roy Williams, Dean Smith. Coach Thompson. You identified those teams with the coaches. Now the identity is the NIL. It's no longer the coaches.
No doubt.
So they don't run the show anymore.
No doubt. And the problem anymore is, you talk like on my bracket, which Luther doesn't believe it. I'm going to get Big Rome to go after him. But I had North Carolina going pretty far. But you know what I was doing? I was rooting for, not rooting, but I was putting the brackets on the uniform, the laundry. That's not North Carolina. Like, is there really, are there really any big upsets? What makes you say, damn, like High Point and Arkansas, that was a hell of a game. But I don't know where High Point is, but is Arkansas that much better? It's just different now. I was just telling somebody today, Dr. Hall, Smoking Jim, I was with her today. Remember when Chaminade beat Virginia? Well, you guys not remember, years ago. It's like, damn. Or when Harvard was in the tournament, they were beating people or getting close. Those would have been upsets. Nowadays,
Bucknell beat Kansas. When Bucknell beat Kansas,
there you go.
That was an upset.
But nowadays, it's not. When NC State beat Houston in a championship, it's like, damn. But nowadays, they're not that. The gap isn't as big because of NIL.
That's true. And I think it's better for the sport that you don't have the same guys. And I put up a graphic a few minutes ago. First time since 54, none of these teams made the Sweet 16. Kansas, Blue Blood.
These are Blue Bloods, man.
North Carolina, UCLA. None of those teams made the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1954.
Right.
That's a long time, and and I love it. I love it.
Hey, Luther.
Go ahead.
Hey, Luther. First of all, you need to talk about something in your own generation, which is not that long. Back in the day, the biggest tournament was the NIT. The NCAA didn't start getting big till later on, but the NIT was the national tournament that the best teams went to. Yeah. And so you talking about 1954. You talking about 1954. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Hey, Luth, I understand what you're saying about you're excited about what's going on, but you know what? You got to be careful. Is it parity or is it mediocrity? That's where that's where the fine line is. Okay, so I do understand what you're saying.
Parity. I think it's parity, and parity is good.
Oh yeah, as long as it's parity. Yes.
But it's parity because these big schools, they get the one and dones. The smaller schools, they're getting kids that are staying maybe 1 or 2 years or 3 years or even 4. So it kind of evens up.
There's always only been 5 people to play basketball. Back when Maurice Stokes played for St. Francis, they was one of the top 4 teams in the country for 4 straight years. So all you need is 5. So don't act like basketball just now getting parity. Maybe UCLA dominated, but they didn't blow everybody out.
They won. How many championships in a row did UCLA win? They dominated.
I think
from Lou Alcindor to Lou Walton.
But they didn't beat everybody like UConn women used to blow everybody out by 50, 60 points. Them games was close, and they had some competition. But don't forget that the Iceman Clay ended all that from Fifth Avenue. So Dwight the Iceman Clay, give him credit. And he also ended the 81-game home winning streak, which was the longest in the history of basketball for Marquette. He hit the game-winning shot there. Nobody talks about that, and he's right down there. I think Fifth Avenue is still open.
Okay.
I think that it has to do too with your style of coaching. It never seemed like Hubert Davis actually put together or formulated postseason play. And it kind of showed. Like, a lot of that has to do with it. When you have a particular brand of basketball, you got to build it up a certain kind of way. And if you don't, you're not going to last that long. I didn't expect them to lose, to be honest with you. But
not the Virginia Commonwealth. It was up by 19.
You're right. I think that we have a lot of people, and we'll talk about this later on, I'll assume, that there's a lot of draft prospects this year that we haven't seen in quite some time. So it makes this playoff college basketball exciting. But when it comes down to it, they have a prospect that's ranked in the top 5, and they wasn't able to formulate anything around that cat. And that's the problem over there. That tells me that your coaching is not up to snuff when you let Virginia Commonwealth beat down on you. You got a number 4 prospect.
Yes.
You're supposed to rally around that cat and let the work out from there on out. And they wasn't capable of doing that. Well, he wasn't capable of doing that. And now they're looking into Billy Donovan, excuse me, as a potential coach. So this is what we're up against at this point in time.
Yeah.
Hey, Fillmore. Did I mention that Maurice Stokes went to Westinghouse, maybe the greatest basketball player to ever play the game?
You right. You right.
He went to St. Francis with Storm and Norman Van Leer from Farrell or Midland. Was he Midland or Farrell? Claudio Storm and Norman Van Leer. So
Midland.
Again, basketball has only been 5 players. Basketball's only been 5 players. And ask Kentucky when that all-black team beat them, Western Kentucky, Texas.
University of Texas, past UTEP.
Maybe UTEP.
Yeah, you only need 5, so don't act like it's parity. Just start.
Hey, if you ask Jim Boeheim, all he needs is Carmelo.
Oh,
that's all he needed.
Carmelo in that matchup zone, as you like to see. Yeah. Hey, Ralph.
I'm still here. I'm good.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, Luther. Go ahead.
No, I was just getting your take on this. We kind of went through it. I'm about to pull up the brackets that you, Jim, and Claudio refused to fill out. But
no, well, I
stand on ours.
But I will tell you. I like Claudio's, Arkansas team there with John Calipari.
They got one of the baddest freshmen out.
Yes, and Nebraska here. Illinois is not doing too bad, but he's going to give them a game. It's going to be an interesting Sweet 16 here. And St. John's versus Duke. Oh my, what a game!
That should be That will be good.
Yeah,
we're gonna make our predictions.
Rome hit it on the head about Rome. He hit it on the head about the coaching. You have to. I know me personally. I hate to throw myself into it, but when I was 25, that's when I coached my first postseason game. I remember to this day walking towards the dugout, and I said to myself, "I'm not going to change who I am and or our style of play just because it has that postseason, title to it. I was still going to play my game, and we had eventually won the championship. I think some people tighten up or they try to get too cute." Which I think maybe North Carolina did. You have a stud, use them, ride them. But it's not a coincidence. It's usually the same.
It's not a coincidence. They usually.
they usually have the same coaches, in at least the Elite Eight. Okay, years ago, you had the Thompsons, the Dean Smiths, the Valvanos, Pino, Carlos, all those guys, Boeheim, Krzyzewski, and now it's almost the same guys that end up closing it in. And I agree with Rome. Coaching, I've said it numerous times. Luther one time had a great topic. Is it the players or is it the coaches? Well, you have to have the players without question, but you also have to have the guy driving that car. And again, it's not a coincidence that it's those same names that are making the Elite Eight in the Final Four and the championships.
You can only coach talent as far as talent will go, right? So of course you need the studs. That's the whole point of the star recruiting system. We know there's a difference between a 1-star and a 5-star. We understand there's a talent difference, and you cannot coach a 1-star to be a 5-star. Okay, but coaching can make a 5-star a 1-star if you do not coach them right and put them in positions to win. And like Rome said, they had a top 4 player in the country, all ACC player, and you don't highlight him, then you failed as a coach.
Absolutely.
You ride him to the end, boy. You ride him. That's your guy. Give him the damn ball. Simple as that. And if you lose, you know what? That's okay. I won't. Again, I did it on my show the other day. One of my best players at the time, I pitched him because he was the best player I had. We lost, but I can sleep at night. Yeah,
for sure. Hey, listen, we do have a call. Let's get Mark Brentley. We haven't heard Mark Brentley in a while. Mark, what's on your mind? Thanks for the call, Mark.
Hey, what's going on? How you?
What's going on, Mark?
All right. Hey, listen, a couple of things. Hey, Luther, listen. I think I finally got it. I found it. And that is a spot for the Steel City Sports World panel to participate in this draft in 29 days. They just released the tour, the plans for walking and the routes, and most of those people are going to be walking. They're discouraging people from driving. Use the buses, and they're going to drop the buses off, and people have to walk back and forth. You need to set up right at the end of that bridge, you Steel City Sports foot cushions for all them folks walking. I don't know how all that walking. And you can have it stamped at the bottom. Steel City Sports World, then tune into the show on Wednesday, 9 o'clock, everybody. You know what I mean? Something like that. But you can get some, we got to get some presents here.
I like that.
Can somebody tell me, and I heard it, part of it in passing, the headline, and if you can finish it. Today they released some comments about Tomlin's future plans. I didn't hear the rest of it. And then they also were talking, somebody else, I think in the 6 o'clock news, I had to get up and run upstairs, that somebody was threatening to sue the NFL over the Rooney Rule. If they didn't get rid of it, that they were going to sue them. Now, I didn't hear who it was or where it was coming from, and I'm curious to see if any of you guys heard anything about that. And it's an interesting conversation because there are some misfires with the Rooney Rule. I don't know because I can't spell football, but I'm wondering, is there any research out there to show that those African American men that were targeted for the coaching and ended up getting in, did they come in at the rate that other coaches came in? And if not, that might be another interesting angle. And it would just be curious. And it's one of them things too that I think the intent was really nice, but it kind of overshadowed its purpose because it's kind of suggesting to interview African American potential coaches that there's a handicap or you have to give them a leg up. No, these cats are doing extremely well. You know what I mean? They just need a fair shot and a fair system that would evaluate them. Hey, I'm going to hang up and listen. And one last thing, and Smoking Jim, if you can clear it up once again, I can't spell football, but my youngest son told me, hey, Pops, the Steelers just took a guy from Pittsburgh. He went to Gateway, and my son followed him and said that this guy is pretty good. He said that he was happy to be a Steeler, and I'm just curious if you heard that, Jim, and who is he, and how do you evaluate him? Hey, man, I'll hang up and listen to your response. Thank you, gentlemen. Talk to you.
Appreciate you, Mark. Thanks for the call.
Thank you,
All
Mark.
right.
They signed Brisker from Gateway and Mark Brentley's son, and both of them were great football players. The quarterback was one of the best I've ever seen in my life, but they know that if you hear Gateway, Gateway stands for good. Hey, listen, Mike Tomlin, to answer his first question, Mike Tomlin signed with the agency that represented Madden. So it looks like he's going to go on TV. Now, Mike Tomlin told me many and many times that he would never do TV. So I guess I was wrong there. Like Luther,
you're wrong a lot.
No, he just lied to you.
Like Luther said, these guys can change their mind, and I guess he changed his mind on doing TV. But his second question, and lastly, was about the black head coaches and suing the Rooney Rule, which is really the Johnny Cochran rule. But what happens is the hustle the NFL has right now, and don't forget, the owners only meeting is still all white. Everybody that goes to the owners only meeting is all white, and they're doing the hustle, man. And the game plan now is to hire an offensive coordinator as your head coach. And most of the coordinators who are black are defensive coordinators. So that's how they're getting around it. So, the NFL know how to hustle. And then when they do hire a black defensive coordinator, he's inept, like Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn, first of all, Joe. I mean, listen, he went to a bad situation. The Jets, you knew that was a lost cause when he went there. I mean, no quarterback.
Didn't have
still
to go.
No quarterback.
Didn't have to go. Could have waited for the right opportunity.
Tell Byron Leftwich that. He had a chance to go to Jacksonville, didn't take it. That man hasn't coached since.
Is he a black inept too?
He won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. Had a chance to go to Jacksonville. Didn't want them to keep the GM. Said he'll wait for the next time. The next time never came around, and he's still looking for a head coaching job.
Yeah,
you got to strike when the iron's hot.
Him and Eric Bieniemy in the same boat.
Eric Bieniemy's back with Kansas City in a good spot, waiting for Andy Reid to retire, Jim. So completely different circumstances. You missed that one for sure. But that's another way around it, right? They when you're allowed to hire from within.
Yeah. So that's another way around the Rooney Rule. Now the Rooney Rule wasn't always just meant to hire a black coach. It was to get the interview experience, because they weren't even interviewing potential black head coaches. So letting them learn the process of it all and things like that. And of course, there's coaches. We had 11 coaching changes this year, and there's black, white, and I think we have a Hispanic somewhere in there. So there's poor coaching all around. And the Jets, come on, man! I told y'all the Jets is the hospice of the NFL. You go to the Jets, no one gets better. Okay, just get comfortable, get your money, and leave.
Yeah, no chance to win as a player or coach. The organization is horrible. It's been that way for years. Hey, real quick, we got my man Sean is on the line. Sean, what's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Hopefully this weather turns for staying warm.
Yeah, 82 tomorrow out here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the same here in Columbus.
Okay.
Couple things, Smoking Jim. On Monday, me, my wife, and daughter, we went to the Ohio State and Notre Dame NCAA women's second round game here in Columbus.
Nice.
If you don't know this name, you should know this name, Hannah Hidalgo.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a dog. Now, Ohio State's player, Jelani Cambridge, she scored 41 points. for Ohio State. Hannah Hidalgo took that game over and won it. And this is without her backcourt running mate from last year, Olivia Miles, got the NIL badge and went to TCU. So Notre Dame, they did real good. Hannah Hidalgo did really well. I wanted to see her because my aunt did some work for her when she was in high school. Hannah's mom reached out to her, had her blank out a 1,000-point basketball, and then Stack put me down with her because she's in the same class with Juju Watkins from USC. But Hannah,
nice.
I can't wait to see the rest of the NCAA women's tournament. A game to watch for, a matchup. Vanderbilt, Notre Dame, Sweet 16.
Yes.
Two of the top scorers in women's basketball. Vanderbilt has a guard, and she, I think, scores more than Hannah.
She does.
That's a game to watch this weekend. Next year, in 2027, in April, the NCAA Women's Final Four is back here in Columbus. The last time it was here in Columbus, it was in 2018. It was 3 buzzer beaters for all 3 of the games. Notre Dame, I want to say Notre Dame beat Connecticut. Yeah, Notre Dame beat Connecticut on a buzzer beater. Mississippi State beat Louisville on a buzzer beater. And then Notre Dame, Arike, I got a picture with her at the Women's Final Four in Cleveland 2 years ago. Arike, she hit both game-winning shots for Notre Dame against UConn in the semifinals, and then against Mississippi State to win the national title game. So the Women's Final Four will be here in Columbus next year. Kobe Bryant was actually at that Final Four here in Columbus. He brought his daughter Gigi here because she was a big Connecticut fan, and they said he's not here because Gigi would be in college, and there was a lot of stuff planned with women's basketball through Kobe and Gigi.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, big loss for sure. Yeah. The Vanderbilt, the girl you talk about, Michaela Blakes, she averaged 27 a game. Her and Hidalgo, they go back to the AAU days where they played against each other. So it should be a barn burner. Yeah. I do have Vanderbilt winning that game, but Hannah Hidalgo's a dog. She's going to fight it out. But I just think Vanderbilt's too strong.
I'm glad you brought up Vanderbilt because this is going to say something. I'm going to tie this in. Vanderbilt's head coach is Shay Ralph. She's elected at the time. She won, I want to say, their second national title in 2000, my senior year at Penn State. They beat Tennessee in the finals in Philly when it was Penn State. Penn State's only Final Four was my senior year, 2000. Rutgers with C. Vivian Stringer, who coached Chaney to the first national championship game in Tennessee and Connecticut. But Shay Ralph is the head coach for Vanderbilt. I don't know if y'all remember, Shay Ralph was assistant coach, I want to say at Pitt. And reason why I'm bringing that up is this. Penn State and Pitt both got new head women's basketball coaches. Shout out to West Mifflin alumni, Penn State alumni, Tisha Wright, one of the best women basketball players ever in Western Pennsylvania. She's the new head coach at our alma mater, Penn State.
I saw that.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is that I hope Tanisha does well. Western Pennsylvania, they have to get the women's basketball up in the high school level big time because I don't think they're ready to compete at Penn State.
No, they're not.
But in the Post-Gazette, I don't know the name of this woman who Pitt women's basketball just hired, but I'm not trying to cuss, but it's a shame that they showed her with a mask over her face. You know, that's COVID time. That was 5, 6 years ago. You could have gave her a better picture. The Post-Gazette dropped the ball on that lady. We want to see what she looks like. Not with her face covered in a mask. That was just unprofessional by the Post-Gazette. I know the Post-Gazette, I guess, is shutting down in May, but that was just unprofessional to have that woman looking like that. That's the way you want to present her, with a mask over her face coaching her team. But I hope she does well. I like all Pittsburgh teams.
Good point,
well. Yeah. And one final thing, March 31st through the first weekend of April, Connor Griffin will be here in Columbus playing for the Indianapolis AAA team of the Pirates against the Columbus. I will be at one of those games, at least one of those games.
And his Pirates dropped the ball on that, man. They should have brought him up. I know he started to struggle later on, but they should have brought him up. They should have signed him. I think we talked about it, Claudio and Sean. They should have gave him a 10-year contract. I don't like the move, man. The Pirates are still the Pirates, being cheap. Bring them up. I don't like the move at all, keeping them down in the minors.
They were looking for an excuse not to. They were looking for an excuse not to bring him up.
Yep. And those struggles later in the grapefruit league gave them the excuse to not bring them up. But it's the Pirates doing pirate things. They'll continue to suck. I don't have them winning more than 82 games this year.
See, I don't know about that, but let me ask a question to Claudio. Isn't there a reason why they did it? Wasn't there like that you're able to keep these younger players longer if you don't bring them up early?
Yeah, they say that the clock starts ticking. But in all honesty, Rome, true. But are you looking to win, or are you looking to just extend and keep them longer and all that stuff? Paul Skeens is only going to be here so long, okay?
Yeah.
They have a very small window to win. And I think they can win today because the competition isn't all that great. It's not a good division. Of course, everybody's going to struggle, okay? But he's got the skills, okay? I'm not crazy about drafting a high school kid that high anyway, but he's an exception. They should have brought him up. Is the guy behind him that much better? So, no, it had nothing to do with him slumping. They were looking for an excuse so the fans wouldn't complain too much, okay? He struggled. He hit 171. But he hit a lot of home runs. He can steal bases. He's got a cannon. He's got a good glove. Bring him up. He's going to add excitement to the team. And I said, and Luther has a point, I said, Big Rome and everybody else, if they do this, if they do that, they could win the division. But so far, they struck out on one thing by not bringing Connor Griffin up. Number two, I said they have to let those starting pitchers pitch because that is your biggest attribute. And they'll probably take them out in the sixth inning, bring in the bullpen. And I don't know if the bullpen's going to be good or not. Most likely it isn't. But you're going to put too much of a heavy load on the bullpen, which means you're going to lose. Just go for the win. Don't play around. But yeah, Rome, to answer your question, it's called, the clock starts ticking, that they won't have, power over that player. But they're going to, like Luther said, to sign him, they're not going to sign him for, $130, $150 million deal. O'Neal Cruz is going to be gone. Skeens is going to be gone. So let's try to win now. If they do that now, the fans will forgive them. But they won't do it.
Absolutely. Hey, Sean, you still there? Or did Sean leave?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Any final thoughts, man? We got one more call we got to get. Somebody who to go said nobody beating UConn women this year. That may be true. It may be true.
I can never discount South Carolina, man. I can never count them out.
They put it on South Carolina last year, so they got to get payback. But we'll see. UCLA's been looking good as well. So you can't count any of these two teams. But go ahead, Sean. Any thoughts on that?
It's just going to be interesting. One final thing I'll say in regards to the men's NCAA tournament. I don't think there's going to be that many Cinderella stories anymore. One, you got the NIL, and two, a lot of the programs that were Cinderellas, most of those schools that were Cinderellas, they moved up in a higher classification of conference. And they have not done well since they moved up. Butler's in Atlantic 10, they haven't done anything. No, Butler's in the Big East, they haven't done anything. VCU's in Atlantic 10. I mean, they won a tournament game, but they haven't made it to a Sweet 16. since they made it to the Final Four. I just don't see it's going to be hard for Cinderellas in the NCAA tournament anymore due to NIL, and a lot of the schools have bumped up in class in their conferences. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out. And my upset of the Sweet 16, I ain't going to say it's an upset. I got St. John's going to the Final Four. Ooh. I think Latino may out-coach Duke's coach.
Okay. I picked St. John's over Duke too, so I picked that.
So you need it. You don't see it happening, but you need it, is what you're telling me.
To get back in it,
Yeah.
It's cool. I appreciate that, Shaw. You didn't put a bracket in, man. I was looking for you. I didn't see your bracket in our group.
It was
next year.
Remember last week was kind of long for me, so I didn't get a bracket in until like right before the first round came, and when I tried to copy over to other places, it wouldn't let me. So last week was really good. Remember, yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so it was just. And remember, I was trying to help certain people with with state final stuff as well.
Yeah, you're right. It was busy, man. Next year, or you could be like Claudio and just keep erasing it as teams win, and then not like you predicted everything. That's what Claudio's doing. But hey, Shaw, I appreciate the call, man. Hey.
Okay, guys. Everybody have a good weekend.
All right.
Hey, you too, man.
Look at Claudia. All right, who the GOAT is back in there? He said he wants LSU. Flage is that girl. Listen.
My Final Four is still good, though, Luth.
Oh, Claudia, we don't know who your Final Four is because you didn't put it out there. But while we talking about it, let's look at the brackets real quick before we get to our last topic so we could share this. Let me see. Is this it? I'm pulling it up. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up in 1 minute. I got too many screens. Hey. Jill, you still with us? Go ahead, Filmer. What you got?
Hey, I'm going to say, Rome, man, I did pick Michigan to win, just to let you know. I'm right with you.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. Hey. What about you, Butch?
No, I had Arizona.
Hey, Fillmore, real quick. Is Tennessee basketball any good female, after Pat Summitt left?
No.
No, they definitely faltered. They were still up a little bit with the recruiting and things like that, but they dropped out. There's no one to replace her right now. So
yeah.
Didn't they try to get her son to coach or something like that?
Well, listen, the coach they have now, she's losing players left and right. She wasn't a good fit, and 3 players just transferred already. They lost early. It's just a bad look. Really need to get rid of the coach. There'll never be another Pat Summitt, but the woman they have now is not it. Hey, real quick, looking at this, we got Richard as number 1. I'm number 2. Big Rome is number 3. Where you at? You king?
Yeah, I'm king. Okay.
All right. You in third. You tied for 3rd place with Big Rome, and Mark is in 5th place. Those are the top 5 seeds in there. After this week, I should have my 1st place back.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right. Well, hey, you're going down and down. King, you got 8 in round of 32. You don't have many teams left, bruh. So
listen, all it takes is for the ones I picked to win. I don't need everybody. It's the ones I picked. Okay, I'm all right with it. I'm still here.
Yeah, we looking at yours now. So your whole head bracket, that one bracket is all messed up. Your Final Four.
Hey, Gonzaga and Florida. Killed me, man. Like, oh my god!
I don't know why you picked Wisconsin, man. That was a terrible pick.
I was just picking the upsets. I don't give a crap. I was just trying to pick.
All right. So we'll see. Let's pull up Big Rums real quick and see all his number. All he got is number 1s, man. All right. So he got UCLA was the only number 1. He got Duke left, Arizona, Purdue. So those are still you still got a chance. You picked all number 1s, 2 number 1s and a number 2. All right. And let me show you how it's really going to go. Let me show you mine real quick. I only got 1. I thought BYU was going to make a run. They got knocked out in the 1st round.
Yeah.
Connecticut, Arizona, St. John's. I got St. John's with the upset over Duke. And Connecticut, making it happen. So
that's a Titanic bracket right there.
Yeah.
Once Duke win that game over there and you got 2 Final Fours up out of there,
Yeah, we gonna see, man. You know, Duke's been known to falter. Duke gonna lose to St. John's. I just got that feeling. I got that feeling. That athleticism, that
that's
press.
the way I seen them this week, and it don't look like it.
Hey, they beat Kansas.
They beat
Do
Kansas.
I have to step it up? So there you have it, man. Real quick, the last topic we want to get to these last 5 minutes, Jim. I'll let you start it off.
To go Claudio's.
Hey, who's your Final Four, Claudio? Who's your Final Four?
Yeah. Who's your Final Four?
Did you screenshot that?
And Houston.
Arkansas, St. John's, Duke, and Houston. Okay.
I swear
All
to you,
right.
Arkansas, Duke, and Houston.
All right, yeah. We'll take your word
give me
for it.
credit. I gotta call
We're not giving you credit because you wouldn't put it out there. Anybody could put it. I got other brackets that's all 100% too. Get out of here.
I'm going to YouTube and screenshot that one.
Right.
See.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, start us off on our last topic of the day before we get out of here. LeBron James, is he the GOAT now? You finally come to that realization. He's the GOAT, in my opinion. Stats back it up. Everything backs it up. Jim, your thoughts?
You gonna ask me a question and speak for me too? Answer for me?
You take a long time to get to the phone, so I didn't want to have dead silence, Jim. What is your answer?
Let me ask you guys something real quick.
Oh, here we go.
What do you guys think about the quarterback Diego? He measured over 5'10" at the combine.
Well, he lied all year and said he was over 6 feet. And then he wanted to sue the Heisman when he didn't win. So I don't know, man. He got a lot of Johnny Manziel in him to me. And I don't think he's that good.
Like him?
No.
You like him or you don't?
I like him to be out the league soon like Johnny Manziel. That's what I like.
Does anybody like him on this call?
I don't like any quarterback under 6'2" at this point in time. It just doesn't translate to me anymore.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, that's a good point. Hey, listen. First of all, this is one of the few players ever in LeBron James that was. If he could have came out his junior year, he would have been the first player picked in the NBA draft. This is a guy that sold out the Civic Arena after a Pittsburgh Steelers game, and most of the Steelers was at the game. That's the impact he had in high school. Never got in trouble. Listen, I've never seen a guy his age can run the court like he is. Hey, listen, you can't be the GOAT when there's a Wilt Chamberlain that played. So if we're taking away Wilt Chamberlain, you can consider LeBron, Michael Jordan, and those guys. But Wilt Chamberlain did some things. He changed the rules of basketball. He was so great. 54-inch vertical jump. 440 with street shoes. He was the national high jump champion in college. Triple jump champion. Ran the open 400 meters. This guy was a freak of nature. Could bench press 500 pounds. So this is a guy that 30 blocks a game was a bad game for him. So again, if you take away Wilt Chamberlain, then LeBron James should definitely be in the conversation. Never got in trouble off the field. No scandals. I can't say nothing bad about LeBron other than he never would have won a championship if he stayed at Cleveland.
Okay. So he put Wilt in there. Okay. Can't go wrong with that. All right. Let's jump to Claudio. Your thoughts, Claudio.
I agree with Jim. When you have to change the game for somebody like they did with Wilt, and plus, again, he won the Triple Crown at one time. Not at the same season, but the most points, most rebounds, most assists. You'll never have a center ever again lead the NBA with the most assists. So I got Wilt Chamberlain number 1, Jordan number 2, Oscar and West. To me, they're together. 4 Magic and Bird together. Then I got Kobe. Then I have LeBron. Then I have Dr. J and Pistol Pete Maravich.
The disrespect. Wow.
Kobe? You mean the same person that played Robin for his teammate had the league MVP and 3 finals MVP, and you put him over LeBron. Okay, never mind. I'm done.
Hey, that's his take. That's his take. All right.
Not only physically, though. Not only physically. I'm looking at the mentality of it too. I'm looking at the mentality of it, and that's just me. And I would put Kobe over LeBron without question. Without question.
Woo.
Without question. There's a lot of questions.
All right. Wilmer, your take on this?
As Uncle Drew said, the game has always been about buckets. There's no better bucket getter than the LeBron James, Captain L'America is what I call him. Captain L'America. All right. There's no better bucket getter than him. He has done more with less. He's never had a Dean Smith. He's never had a Phil Jackson. You know, like Scottie Pippen has more first team All NBA and first team All Defensive selections playing with Michael Jordan than LeBron James had his entire career, like any of his teammates combined while playing with him. You see what I'm saying? There was a point in time that Jordan had the 6th man of the year. He had a defensive rebounding player leader. He had another all defensive first team All NBA on his team and him. LeBron never had that much help, and he's never had a coach that won a finals without him. LeBron James has 13 All NBA selections, first team consecutive, more than anyone else. If we were going to build a basketball player, if you're just going to like no numbers, no names, you're going to pick somebody that's 6'8", that passes like Magic Johnson, explosive like Dominique Wilkins. You know what I mean? Like you're going to pick that player. You're going to pick that player, man. So LeBron's my GOAT.
All right. Let's get Big Ro.
Passes like Magic Johnson.
Oh man, please. What have you been watching? All right, Big Ro, weigh in on this.
I'm torn, to be honest with you.
Okay.
The player that I like and I would represent as my GOAT would be LeBron James. But you can't deny what Jordan brings.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, he's yeah.
You can't separate what he brings defensively on a nightly basis throughout his career. And that's something LeBron does not do for the majority of his career. So if you wanted to weigh or cut pennies or however way you want to word it, there's the difference to me. Like, I think that Jordan got a lot of great help with the coach that he played behind. And that helped out a lot. LeBron never had a coach like that. He literally had to be the coach for the majority of his career. So I think that if he had a better coach that could formulate a better team, I think that LeBron, without question, would be the number one player that ever played the game. But the defensively, you just can't separate what he did on that level and had the ability and that killer gene that they like to say. I think that the midst of all that puts Jordan close. But if I had my pick, it would be LeBron James. I think that overall, he's just a better player.
Okay. Hey, listen, my take, man. I don't think there's any question who the GOAT is. The GOAT is definitely LeBron James. Yes, all those guys are terrific. Will put up numbers, video game numbers. But who was he playing against? He was the biggest, strongest thing there was. Incredible numbers, 100 points in a game, amazing. But how many championships did he win? He should have won more. You know, Bill Russell completely owned him. I know Boston was stacked with a Hall of Fame roster, but Wilt should have won more. You know, Wilt, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor.
Marino didn't win a Super Bowl.
Those guys
did.
Yeah, listen, but he didn't have the complete team for a lot of those years. Hold on, let me finish. I'll let you go, Claudio. Listen, this is why he's the GOAT. You talk about defense. I've seen LeBron James in the finals go from guarding Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, to Tim Duncan, to the center. I've seen him guard 5 positions. I've seen him guard to Derrick Rose. I've seen him guard to Allen Iverson. Whatever
Steph Curry
do, he would step up and guard. I've seen him play point guard. He's led the league in assists because he wanted to. He's played every position: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, and been dominant in all of those positions. You talk about records: top scorer in NBA history, top scorer in the playoff, most All-Star selections, the first ever, USA Olympian, youngest and oldest to average 30, only player to win Finals MVP with 3 different teams. I mean, this guy is just amazing. We will never see another LeBron James. Jordan was amazing, but he couldn't sustain it. He had to keep retiring. And we saw somebody get close to him in Kobe. There will never, ever be anyone as close to LeBron James. We will never see anybody lead both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in an NBA Finals. I think 2016 LeBron, may have been the best player I've ever seen in the Finals. I mean, he did everything, put him on his back, not just scoring, rebounding, assisting, calling plays, designing. I mean, his basketball IQ is so underrated. His passing is so underrated. Greatest ever is LeBron James, and I don't think there's any question. Great players of every era. You stick LeBron James on any team, any era, he is going to dominate. At 16-year-olds, he was routinely playing pickup games with Jordan, Antoine Walker, Meta World
Artest
back then, and was dominating at 16. The greatest we've ever seen with a basketball. Gene's so good that 2 of his sons are in the NBA right now. Just amazing, man. But it's a great conversation. But that's just my take. Get in the comment section and let us know what you think. Any final thoughts, Smoking Jim, on anything before we get out of here? And Ralph had to go, but we'll catch up with him next time. Ralph, Jim, final thoughts.
Ralph had another podcast, but the average height of the NBA today is 6'9.5". The average height in the NBA when Will played was 6'9". So that's a false. That's a false. Listen, let me finish. So that's a half an inch. So you can throw that out of your argument. Jim. And who did Will Chamberlain play against? Every night he played against a Hall of Fame center. Every night he played against a Hall of Fame center.
Jim,
so let's throw that out.
Jim, I do not believe the average height was 6'9" back then.
Well,
I'm gonna pull up rosters, Jim. You just can't throw out crazy fake news.
I've already looked
back in the 50s.
6'9",
60s.
and the average height today is 6'9.5". So again, I'm just telling you so you don't keep saying that because it wasn't true. It was a half an inch. And
how many 7-footers did Wilt Chamberlain play against? Now every team has at least 2.
I tell you what. He would dominate today. He would double his points total today. There ain't nobody under the basket.
He wouldn't.
Ain't nobody under
200.
But he might. He averaged 50 points a game. He might average 100. But again,
no, the skill level has changed.
Everyone want to throw shade on Wilt. I'll say this about LeBron. Other than him never wanting to take the last shot.
But he got more shots than anybody in history.
Listen.
Okay.
If LeBron, this is the point I'm making about LeBron, and I agree with Claudio. Kobe was better. Here's the point I'm making for LeBron. If he doesn't leave Cleveland, he never wins a championship. So that's an argument you can make. He left Cleveland, and that's the only reason he won a championship. If he stays at Cleveland, they never get Kyrie Irving, and he never wins a basketball championship. So, again, y'all can say all you want about LeBron, and I love LeBron. If he doesn't leave Cleveland, he never wins a championship.
But you say that like that's something that's written in stone. You said a what if.
Jim,
no, I don't want a what if. Tell me what is.
Jim, they went to the finals in 2007 in like his 4th year.
How'd they do?
They got beat by a Hall of Fame team in the Spurs. What I'm saying, you said he wouldn't have won. You don't know that, Jim.
the headlines in Cleveland was they'll never win a championship.
Jim, that was not the headline. It was the headline they lost to a generational team with 3 Hall of Famers on there, and it was just LeBron carrying a bunch of average players to the final. I believe he wins one, not as many as he has now.
Why'd he leave? If he thought he could win a championship,
well, here's one reason why he left. When it was free agency, he wanted them to get Amari Stoudemire. They did not, and they went and got your boy from that went to North Carolina. Not Amari Stoudemire.
They got Antoine Jameson.
Antoine Jameson. That was one of the reasons nobody was coming there.
I got 2 things.
Stoudemire, or was that an excuse to leave?
No, listen. I'm just telling you, Jim. He left because Cleveland was not giving him what he wanted to get. They wanted to be cheap. They could have got.
It was poor ownership. It was poor ownership,
and it's still poor ownership.
It was 2 things. 2 things I gotta say. Number one, they had a powwow where they were trying to decide where they was going to go with that big 3, and they couldn't decide to go into Cleveland, so they ended up going down to Miami. Number 1. Number 2, Kobe Bryant got punched in the throat by Chris Childs twice. That automatically knocks him out the top 5. I don't care what none of y'all say.
He pieced him up
in the throat twice. That automatically takes him out of the top 5. He didn't win 2 feet.
He went to the school
off his Adam's apple like this.
Like I mean, rumor has it he was training with Butcher Douglas before that game. That's a rumor has it.
That's your king? Is that your king? Anybody tell somebody come up about Kobe, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna put up a post of Chris Childs punching him in the throat twice. He is not in the top 5. I don't care what nobody says.
He's not top 5. He's not the best. He's not the best Laker.
Robin for 3 of your championships, and as soon as Shaq leaves, they go into the dumps, and I mean the dumps. And you can't call him in the top 5. If you want to argue 4 or 5,
but it's a troublemaker.
Oh my God! Right here. Hold on, how many count? Oh, we caught him with 3.
He went to Denver here after that. Changed his number.
He said that was that homie looking white girl.
My wife looking at me crazy.
Hey. Any final thoughts, Claudia, before we get out of here? Yeah. Oh my God,
that's crazy.
I'm with Jim. No doubt, LeBron's an all-time great, but for me, I got to go with Wilt. And I did forget Jabbar. I mean, the greatest weapon in basketball history was Kareem, without question. And then I hope I mentioned Dr. J in that thing too. So, for me, I'm still going to go with Wilt, and he would be unreal today. Don't forget, he played against guys like Wes Unseld, Willis Reed, Elvin Hayes, Nate Thurmond, and he played against those guys every day. It isn't like
wasn't he blocking some shots? Dudes was shooting it up underhanded too.
Bill Russell,
come on, man. Some of them boys was throwing it up still throwing up underhand shots too, man. When he first came,
it was a different style, and they were a lot rougher back then too. So, I understand that.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? More big room.
Real quick, man. Michael Jordan has never faced a player at his position at the likes of Kevin Durant or Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce and Kevin Durant is better than every shooting guard that Michael Jordan has ever faced. Okay. So competition matters. So don't tell me about some defense if you guard and what's his name, dude from the Terry freaking Porter or Jeff Hornacek. The best 2 guard he played against was Reggie Miller. Well, he's no slouch. But he's no Kevin Durant or Paul Pierce.
Okay.
Listen.
But to say LeBron has magic, wow.
He does, man. You haven't seen him? Oh my goodness.
That's like magic?
Yes.
Yes.
You Still has
Yes.
Harrison G.
Yes.
Boy, man.
Yes.
He just made an incredible pass. There's
a reason he's fourth all time in assists, and it didn't just happen. No, wrong. It didn't just happen. How are you going to be
only player, like you said, Phil, only player number one in scoring and in the top 5 in assists.
Will he be considered one of the greatest passers? Will he be considered one of the greatest passers of all time?
Who? Magic?
No. LeBron.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Not in my book. He won't.
Well, that's it. Well, in the words of Kevin Garnett, you ain't watching the games, Lord. You ain't watching the games.
In the words of Claudio, I know what I'm talking about. In the words,
I feel you.
You never seen a small forward pass.
He's not better than Maravich. He's not better than Magic. He's not better than
He is.
Bird.
He is. He is. But you're
comparing him to point guards. You're comparing to point guards. That's how dominant he is.
What was Magic?
Magic was a point guard.
And Isaiah. And Stockton. And Stockton.
Point guard.
Listen, George Stockton he probably got 8,000 assists by throwing a bounce pass to Karl Malone in the post.
But Fillmore said that he was better than Magic. I didn't.
Who said
Yes, he is.
Magic? Who?
LeBron James is better than Magic. What? He's not.
He's a better passer than Magic.
As a passer,
Never be another Magic Johnson. Come on, guys.
Hey, listen.
Magic is a better point guard. Magic is a better point guard. Magic is a better point guard.
Somebody's invoked the name of Paul Pierce up in this chat, which is a foul and a travesty. First of all, because we're gonna talk about this next week.
Name me a two guard. Name me a two guard.
Paul Pierce is a bum.
Name me a two. Name it. Who's Craig Elo? Craig Elo better? Who's better?
I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing Paul Pierce to Elo. What I'm talking about is Paul Pierce in this and the time that he played. Tell me who he's better than.
Every two guard that Michael Jordan played against in the postseason.
Was he a 2 guard or a 3? Was he a small forward or a 2?
I'm comparing competition. Clyde, you know what? Clyde, you're right. You're right, Clyde. You're right. Oh, well, that's one. We got one.
Because
we got to talk about that.
You're right.
Paul Pierce stinks, number one. Number two,
oh my God.
Don't you ever in your life talk about Magic like that. Are you crazy? The only reason about Magic,
I ain't so bad about Magic.
You're talking point guards.
He's the best. Hey, Magic's the best point guard of all time. You talk to me. Magic's the best point guard of all time. I got him number one.
He is, and he's a better passer. He's a better passer all around. Forget about position. He's a better passer than LeBron any position. If Magic was a forward, when he was a center in the 80 championship, he was a better passer.
Hey, somebody, my man, MD said Dumars.
Dumars was nice. He was defensive. He's not better than Paul Pierce. I'm not taking Dumars over Paul Pierce. I'm not taking Dumars over Paul Pierce. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't play with me.
Dumars got 2 titles and a MVP.
Paul Pierce got carried. I can tell you who he got carried by, and I can tell you what position who he got carried by.
Kevin Garnett.
His name was number 20. He had a number 20 on his back.
Kevin Garnett.
Number 20 came over.
Kevin Garnett.
Hey, who's a better passer?
Take away Isaiah, and who the heck is Dumars?
Gilmore, I'm going to ask you a question. Last thing. Who's a better passer? LeBron or Kenny Pickett?
Oh, gosh.
Who was a better player, Ray Allen or Paul Pierce?
Ooh.
Ray Allen is prime. I'm gonna say Ray Allen. But Ray Allen Bucks, not Ray Allen Celtics. Let's get it right. Ray Allen Bucks, not Ray Allen Celtics.
They made Ray Allen do what he's good at doing, what nobody else on that team was capable of doing. That's the reason why he was over there doing what he do, because he couldn't take the ball away from them other cats who couldn't do what he do. He played his position. That's what it was. If they allowed him to do it, and Paul Pierce wasn't king of
listen,
Boston.
Ray Allen, Boston Celtics wasn't that dude, Big Room. Stop.
He wasn't allowed to be that dude.
Because he wasn't.
Hey, listen, we're gonna continue this next time, man. For film, audio,
real talk about NBA.
Phil Moore. We going to finish our March Madness and our NBA podcast. We're going to get in our positions, man, because y'all brought up some wild stuff. I'll check y'all next time.